Hi everybody, I'm Mitch Hawes and bringing to you today the Brahmasthans of the United States of America. These are the geographic centers of each state, not necessarily the capital, but the geographic center of each state. You can see by the illumination here. And later on, we'll do a close-up of each state, followed by a flavor of the state. You'll notice here, this big center point here, designated by 5 lights, that is the Brahmasthans of the United States of America. And it is also the geographic center of the United States. And you're probably wondering how they determine such a thing. They simply cut out a form and then balance it on a stick, and they know where the center is. Like this one here, California, this is probably my favorite one, because who would have thought that that would be the center, geographic center of California? But it is, based upon how they do it. Why do we do this? Why am I making this video? Maharishi talked a lot about Brahmasthans and centers. He talked about the center of congressional districts. He loved centers. He loved Brahmasthans. And so I just thought it would be nice to know exactly where these places are on a map. So just in case you happen to live in Oklahoma, how lucky are you? The Brahmasthans is just north of Oklahoma City, which means that, theoretically, you drive by it every day on your way home from work. And wouldn't it be nice to go and maybe sit there for a few minutes, maybe close your eyes, maybe meditate, maybe talk to your higher power, whatever it is. And why do we say the center part? Why is it special? Well, Maharishi has said that the Brahmasthans of the United States of America is the fountainhead of natural law for our country. Fountainhead means the greatest reserve, the greatest pool, the stream of the streams, the source, the source. So what Maharishi was saying was, the source of how we relate and do things in the United States comes from an expansion here in the middle. It always comes from an expansion in the middle. For example, Ohio, same way. Iowa, Wisconsin. The sense and the flavor of the state and the real power of the state comes from the fact that the center point is extremely peaceful. It's the eye of the hurricane. The eye of the hurricane, everything's going on in circles around you. Oh, it's terrible, it's windy, nothing makes sense. And when you're in the eye of the hurricane, in the center point, you think it's quite nice, quite pleasant in the eye of the hurricane. No wind, little daylight, very peaceful. Same thing if this was a wheel. If Mississippi was a wheel that could spin. Let's say we were playing Wheel of Fortune and we were spinning Mississippi on its Brahmasthans point. Well, then you would have the border of Mississippi going crazy and all these little areas maybe trying to find out their point of reference and what makes the most sense to everything based upon what's fair to everybody and how do I act and where do I go and what do I do. But the center point was like the hub of the wheel. It didn't turn at all. Everybody else went around and around thousands of miles, but the guy in the middle eating his sandwich, he didn't go anywhere. He didn't move an inch. In fact, he didn't even notice anything was going on. That's the power of how things work. When you see somebody, when you go to talk to somebody, what do you notice? Well, you notice the wholeness of their whole thing, and you can't help but to notice their Brahmasthans, their center point. So this is just an opportunity for us to go places to meditate. I happen to use the Transcendental Meditation TM City program with yogic flying. It's a great opportunity to go to these center points and pick up on the bliss that's already built into the program. You can join the bliss that's already moving around and enjoy the ride. Enjoy the whole thing. Here's a Brahmastan of America. What a nice trip that would be. How about like this? We start over here somewhere. Why don't we hit the one in Arizona? Let's go over to New Mexico, get a flavor of New Mexico. And then let's go up to Colorado and let's end up at the Brahmastan of the United States. The big one, the big source. Everything is greatly amplified because it's like if you were at a party. When you walk into a room at a party, if you happen to be over here in this corner or over there in that corner or over there, oh, you see your friend over there, but you can't really get to him. You were hoping you were going to get to him by the end of the night, but you never did see the guy again. But if you were in the center of the room, if you were operating at the party from the center of the room, you have 360-degree vision, shallow, medium, and long range. You have a feel for the energy, what's going on, and they're moving around you. Notice no one bumps you out of that center point. You keep that center point. I'm not trading this one right here. I can see what's going on. You go over there. Center points are extreme power, not only for your peacefulness, not only for your heart, to feel a sense of wholeness and built-in peace, but it's a great service to mankind. Let's get a few people in Kentucky at the Brahmastan. Let's do 4 people at each Brahmastan. 4 people. Let's do it for a week. And let's see what happens. Let's see if the needle starts moving. Let's see if good news starts to happen in the capitals of these states. So easy. Do the least and accomplish the most. The principle of least action. I've been to several of these Brahmastans and I can attest to tell you, they are a peach. I've been to one in Wyoming. I did my long program there, my long meditation program there. They could hardly get me out of meditation. Over here, this one in Nevada, you cannot miss the Brahmastan in Nevada under any circumstances. It's so beautiful, it's unbelievable, and there's a hot springs there. Let's leave the hot springs out of it, but it's surrounded by mountains. And when you sit there, when you sit at the Brahmastan of a state, it's like you're eating its seed. It's not just a skin with a little bit of fruit over there, a little sugar. You're getting the deepest flavor of what makes that place go. What makes this place rise? What's strong with it? It's a flavor. Look at this Brahmastan of California. No one would have thought it was tucked up there. People thought it would probably have been over here. Some of you people live there. Some of you people live at the Brahmastans of your states. How lucky are you? You probably didn't even know. You didn't even know. Some of you are just a few miles away. Maybe grandma lives over there. Literally close. Now, you don't have to be on the point, the exact point to have Brahmastan blessings. You can just be kind of close to it. Maybe there's a park. Maybe there's a big Walmart where they don't care if you close your eyes for a little while. But check it out. It is so much fun. It is so much fun. I was actually down here at the Brahmastan in Alabama when they had that crucial election about 6 years ago. And it was crazy in Alabama. They were going at it, this and that, and had program there. And there was something good happened. We remembered, like the next day or later on, we said, hey, we were just there. Look. See, it is so much fun. But do not, under any circumstances, miss the Brahmasthans of the United States, the big enchilada. The big enchilada, where just one drop in the center of the pond has the ability to get to all areas, where the fountain that comes out of the fountainhead, which is the storage, and Maharishi called it the fountainhead of natural law, the big storage compartment of power and bliss and water, literally water. Well, this fountain that comes out of the Brahmasthans of the United States, it covers evenly everywhere. It covers northern Maine. It covers all the way down here in the Keys. It's a perfect spray system. It's a perfect spray of even Steven water all over the place. So that's not to be missed. Well, anyway, I want to thank you for everything. Please come and visit us at the Brahmasthans of America, your capital of the United States of America, where the laws of nature are waiting for you to enjoy them and guide them in righteousness for generations to come. Talk to anyone that's been here, that's spent any time meditating for a few days here, a few days there. By golly, they say nothing like it. Nothing like it. So come by, give us a big program out here. Give us 50 people. Give us 100 people. Watch the needle move. Watch how strong it gets. Watch how much power comes up.